Hi, dear one. I would like to just introduce the concept of understanding the mind in a non-dual way. Until I know what the truth about mind is, understanding and misunderstanding will occur. When we understand the operation and what the true nature of the mind is, one cannot know about any truth in the world perceived through the mind. Because the mind is like the middleman. The mind becomes the translator. So what is one's mind made of? It can't be thoughts or feelings or desires, because they come and they go, in and out. But there is an element of the mind that is constant. And that must be what the mind is made of. When one traces the mind inward, there is a specific order of things. So by tracing the mind inward, number one, what happens is the recognition of I am awareness. Number two, the recognition of the infinite state of awareness. And the outward projection from there is number three. The realignment of all aspects of our experience with this new understanding. The misunderstanding is that a lot of people, and I'm not excluding myself, has the belief that the mind is made up of thoughts being glued together. But this is the misunderstanding. Any New Age practice is trying to convince that number three comes first. Can you see the problem with that? Without the first two, the recognition and the infinite state of awareness being recognized, the last step will just repeat itself over and over into the spiral dynamics, which leads to a lot of experiences, but it is unclear about the true north. This normally leads to a person improving, fixing, changing themselves. Personal development. Never feeling good enough. Constantly and underlyingly feeding that I am not good enough. I am not good enough. If I do this, I will be good enough. If I achieve this, I will be good enough. If I satisfy this desire, I will be good enough. You're feeding the constant fear of being incomplete. Fueling the incompleteness. Because the mind has been put at the top of the pyramid. The ultimate goal. Satisfy the mind. If the mind and the ego is satisfied, then I will be happy. But the mind and the ego is also temporarily in nature. What came before that? It is because of consciousness that the mind exists. It is because of consciousness that the ego exists. In the substratum of awareness, conscious existence, that ocean of conscious existence, the mind and the ego is simply and merely a wave appearing and disappearing. Ponder this for a moment. This misunderstanding is so easy to get trapped in the second-hand promises. Seeking peace, seeking enlightenment, getting trapped in your human becoming, forgetting that you are a human being. That being is the purpose. Becoming takes time. Do you see? Everything connected to the illusion of time has a beginning and has an end. In some way, it's not just one realization. There are different layers, like an onion, of habits that exist in the body, in the mind. And in light of awareness, it is gradually exposed. All these layers gradually expose themselves. So truth essentially continues to reveal itself on deeper levels. So it's not just one awakening. Yes, I am awakened. Don't get me wrong. The possibility of being fully awakened in your first go, there is a possibility of that. If we look at Sri Ramana, at 16 years old, he genuinely inquired inward, and within a few minutes, he achieved Saha Nirvikalpa, the eternal, non-dual samadhi state of awakening, where the I awareness and where the ego I melted into the universal I. So the order of things, recognize the truth, the eternal conscious existence. Recognize the infinite state of awareness. And number 3, realign all aspects of the projection of the mind, which is the world, outward.